Hello there, welcome back to Life Lessons for Math. It's been a while since I made my last video. I've really missed making videos over the past couple of years, but I've just kind of been moving around a lot and haven't really been able to have the time to dedicate to making videos again. But I'm hoping that I'm back in a place where I can make videos, so I'm excited to be making videos for you guys again. Shout out to everybody who's still watching the channel or subscribed to the channel. And shout out to everybody from Lehigh University if you're watching. I miss you guys a lot. I really loved teaching at Lehigh. That's where I was this couple years ago now. And now I'm teaching at a small liberal arts college in Arkansas and enjoying that as well. But back to today's video, I'm just kind of curious. One, I just want to give you information on hey, I'm making videos again. Woo! I'm super excited about that. But two, I just kind of wanted to pick your brains a little bit on some video ideas I've had brewing for a little while. These are a couple of one-offs that I'll probably start off with just to kind of shake off some of the rust with making YouTube videos and things like that. And then these are some more long-term series that I have in the works. So just to describe some of these videos, these video ideas to you and kind of get some feedback to see what kind of videos you'd be interested in seeing me do for you guys. First, let's look at the short terms. This is one that I've had in my mind for a while. This was going to actually be kind of my next video back when I stopped making videos a while ago. And it's essentially asking the question, why is the negative of a negative number positive, right? Right, if I do negative times negative 1, why is that positive 1? Most people know that that is true, but most teachers don't take the time to really explain why that's true. Again, we know if I do negative 5, that's 5. Or if I do negative 2 times negative 3, that's positive 6. But why do those negatives cancel each other out? Why do multiplying negatives actually give you a positive? I thought that could be a fun short intro back into the channel, digging into this kind of idea that most people know, but most people don't know why it's true. And then that could even lead off into other videos on why do we need common denominators whenever we add fractions, right? What are fractions, right? It can get into a lot of fun number theory and dealing with numbers, because a lot of people, we know how to work with numbers, but we don't know why numbers do what numbers do, right? Or even to a certain extent, what are numbers, right? And so that even ties into this kind of more long-term series, What is Math? But again, that's kind of one potential video idea I've had brewing in my mind. The next one is, how much time does speeding actually save you? This is one of those things that I like to do whenever I know this is going to sound very nerdy, but this is one of those things I like to do whenever I'm on long road trips and I'm bored and I don't really want to listen to an audiobook or a podcast or anything. I'll sit down while I'm driving and just kind of figure out how long it would take me if I was driving at this speed versus this speed and things like this. And so, I don't know, I thought it'd be fun to kind of share some of those insights with you guys, just in kind of, again, a one-off video. And basically what you see whenever you do this, just to spoil the punchline a little bit, is you get diminishing returns. The faster you go, the less effective speeding is, right? Speeding is most effective at low speeds, and it is least effective at high speeds, but we tend to speed the most at high speeds, right? We don't really tend to speed as much at low speeds because that's in the city limits. There's stoplights and pedestrians and everything else to kind of keep us from speeding when it's most useful to us. But yeah, just thought that those would be a couple of fun, short, maybe 1-2 video topics. Again, do those sound interesting to you guys? If so, which one would you like me to do? Let me know down in the comments. And then some long-term series that I'm thinking about. These two right here are inspired by a class that I taught up at Lehigh University called Linear Methods, where essentially we taught linear algebra and differential equations in one semester, and I loved teaching that course. It was one of my favorite, if not my favorite class that I've ever taught. And so I've been thinking about trying to kind of adapt some of those big ideas and trying to make them more accessible to a broader audience, right? Because that was very kind of sophisticated, and wanting to take a lot of those ideas and break them down to their core components and get at what is linear algebra, what is a vector, what are matrices, what are differential equations, these kinds of things. One, because it's really important in mathematics, engineering, and so these ideas that engineers use a lot, I think are actually very accessible to the general public, and I think they have some really fun applications for life lessons, right? Hence the life lessons for math, right? I think they've got some fun life lessons there for us. And also, I've been thinking about trying to actually start writing a textbook, my own textbook, about these two topics, about linear algebra and differential equations. And so these videos could give me an opportunity to actually start practicing a lot of those ideas, those explanations, get some notes down for my own textbook. And then kind of the other long-term video series that I've been thinking about is really just asking the question, what is math, right? I think math is broadly pretty misunderstood. And I think just looking at the core components of math, this is something I'm going to be doing in a class geared towards freshmen this fall at my current institution, is just talking about what is math. And we'll spend the semester really digging into the meat and potatoes of like what makes math. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of people tend to make math a very cold, logical subject, but I find a lot of warmth and art in it, and so I'd like to kind of dig into that, again, extrapolate some fun life lessons from it, and just generally explore math as a broad category in addition to kind of some of these more specific things. So yeah, again, I apologize that it's been a couple years since I made my last video. I've been wanting to make videos, just haven't been able to. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to be making videos again. I don't know. It just makes me really happy to make these types of explanatory videos for you guys, just because I love teaching. So again, let me know, do any of these topics sound good to you, sound interesting? If not, do you have other questions about math, right? Maybe you're like, I don't really care why a negative times a negative gives you a positive number. I don't care about that, but why do you need common denominators when you add fractions, right? What's the point of it, right? Mathematically, where's that coming from? And things like this. Even questions like, can 2 plus 2 equal 5? And the answer is yes, if you change your definition of addition. And so I could talk about how do we change the definition of addition so 2 plus 2 equals 5? Or, you could make 2 plus 2 equal whatever if you change the addition enough. And is that valid? What does it even mean to change addition? Things like this. Again, these are just some fun video ideas that I've been thinking about over the past several months, actually the past couple of years since I stopped making videos. These have kind of been on my mind. So yeah, just let me know. Do any of these sound interesting? Do you have other questions, other video topics that you think would be fun to go through? But yeah, that's it for now. Just wanted to make this short little video. So sweet. Happy to be back, and I will talk to you all later.